Sunflower State, the site of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Grab behind the line. It's Young. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Pulled down after a a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Going for the goal line. Touchdown Jayhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. I mean, a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Give to the back. Oh, better look out. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Ready to fire from the pistol. Smith wants to throw. Hauls it in. Turning it on. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Kansas State quick to the line. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss and make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Here's the Heat. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the middle. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Kansas State pushing the pace. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Shelton. There. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. And the Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
Punt is on its way. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. So Kansas falls. no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the run, it's Young. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. Smith dropping to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, right chunk, Jayhawk. They move on top here in the 4th. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn answered the bell away from the Rent today with an impressive victory. The Huskies knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
That's caught. It's Gibson.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
And the Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle. At the 35, he's got room. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a first down for the offense.
Lewis wants to pass. Fires left. It's caught. Got room at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw it. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point is good. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Kansas offense returns to the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here's the pressure. That's reeled in. It's Kessler. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the 4th quarter. Now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make...
Got room on the return. Touchdown, Kansas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big 10 action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The quick out. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of the...
Breaks into the open. And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. High the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 30-yard line on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the field goal unit is on the field. The official says no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. There he goes. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught close to the marker, it's Young. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Smith dropping to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it's his 4th interception of the game. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first, out of the backfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.